Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is House of Slaughter number 6, and this first issue is already way more interesting than the first 5 issues were, which was the previous story arc, which was kind of not interesting until the very end when stuff actually started happening. This one doesn't waste a whole lot of time before it presents us with some interesting stuff. Alright, let me just crack this open. No, actually, let's check that out. Instead of a solid black page, it's red. Because this dude, our main character, is one of the red masks, the dudes that take care of the place. And we start off basically meeting him playing chess against this white mask with no arms. And the white mask beats him. And we have a conversation about his character with this other red mask. And we learn all about this dude. And what we learn is basically he's a failed white mask. He never managed to kill the beast, the monster or whatever. So he's a failure, and he's trying to make up for it. He's got a really good memory, an eidetic memory, and he relies on that a lot. He doesn't seem to have a lot of personality, drive, initiative of his own. He's all about memorization, and that's reinforced multiple times over the course of this issue. So one, here he's playing chess and the kid beats him because the kid doesn't know what he's doing. And so all the strategies that he's memorized don't work. He doesn't have the intuition or the feel for chess, so he loses. I like that. Like, this character has an obvious flaw. He's got an obvious direction to grow into. It makes the trajectory of the story arc kind of apparent right from the beginning, at least in terms of him. He's also an artist. Let me get to the paintings. So he can reproduce exactly when he's looking at something, but when he's not looking at it, it doesn't come through exactly the same. Okay, he gets sent up to a Camp Crystal Lake or whatever to investigate a bunch of weird stuff. And the weird stuff is, and I'm going to flip over to the next page here, a lot of strange eye injuries. So a body washed up that was missing both of its eyes, and that's at the very beginning of the book. Then this kid loses an eye, and then a bunch of other kids are having like pink eye and stuff like that. And so the person that sends them on the mission is like, this is how monsters get born. You have superstition, stories, belief, and that creates the monster. I don't know if that's something that was really made clear in, House of Slaughter, because it just seemed in that book that monsters just kind of existed. And then they had kids, and that's how monsters propagated. But here, it's a little different. And, this dude, armed with a paintbrush. And that paintbrush, he is what he uses to paint everything, and apparently it's in monsters' blood, which I thought was kind of cool. There's a payoff for that knowledge, too, in the book. I like that. When you got little things, and they pay off, that helps build a continuous world that's engrossing, because if you see something, you know it's important. It's not just a throwaway. I dig it. The art is all right. It's pretty much in line with the art that you would see on any of these other books. I'm going to flip back to this just because that red is so striking. So this dude goes out there and he has a conversation with the kid that lost an eye, which I thought that was an interesting thing that kid would show up. They're apparently at a summer camp or whatever, Camp Crystal Lake. Not really. Please, please, please. No copyright strikes from whoever owns the Friday the 13th movies. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry. Copyright laws are weird. But anyway, he's going out there to investigate that, and he's being sent alone. Now, there's a couple reasons you would do that. One, you don't think it's important. Two, you're trying to test the person. Three, you're trying to get the person killed. Like, those are the possible options here. And it's knowing the way the House of Slaughter works, based on all the previous issues of Something's Killing the Children, or the first 5 issues of House of Slaughter, like, the way this place seems to work is just all 3 of those are simultaneously the true answer. You don't think it's important. You want to test how this guy does. And if he gets killed, it gets rid of a problem. Like, that seems to be how these people roll. It's a good issue. I would say this issue is probably like the strongest start to any of the stories that have been told in Something's Killing the Children or House of Slaughter. It's a really strong start. It's really bold. I got hooked pretty quickly, man. I got hooked pretty quickly. I got to just straight up admit that. So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing the next issue. And I don't know how often I could say that about Something is Killing the Children. And I definitely couldn't say that about the first 5 issues of House of Slaughter. So there we are. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.